Hi, I'm Chris, this is Yesterclay, and today I'm going to have a go at making the biggest pot I've ever made. I'm going to be throwing terracotta clay today. This is the smooth, non-textured version, so it'll be nice and easy for me to have a real good practice at making a very, very big pot. Right, let's see how brave I can get, how much clay I'm going to cut off here, and decide what kind of weight pot I'm going to go for. Got a set of scales here. I'm not sure what the kind of weight they can take though, to be fair. They are only small. Let's see what this lump comes in at. No, that's certainly over the weight of those scales, and far more than I would want to throw anyway, let's face it. So let's try cutting it in half. We'll start there. Very satisfying. Okay, that is just over 3 kilograms. That is a lump, isn't it? Look at that. Am I going to throw something that big? Oh, I don't know. Should we go? Oh, I'm already wussing out. Let's take a little bit off. Let's try maybe go 2.5. Oh, wow, that's not even 2.5. Come on. Bit more. Yeah, nearly there. That'll do. 2.5 kilograms. That is a big chunk of clay. I'm going to wedge this up now and then we'll get it on the wheel. I've never even wedged a bit of clay this big. It's just trying to get it. I don't know how they make it look so easy. If you ever watch professional potters, they have bits of clay that are bigger than this and they just brub, brub, brub. Suddenly it's done. God. Wow. How do they make it look so easy? This clay looks massive. Now it's on the wheel head. Oh my word. I just don't know if it's even possible. Here we go. Practice is never a waste, and I won't waste this clay. If I fluff it up, I'll just stick it in a Tupperware box, let it dry out a little bit, and then give it another go another day. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. I wonder if my wheel can even take it. I mean, it's not an expensive wheel. I am terrified. This is horrendous. Will the skills that I've been learning on smaller pots transfer? Who knows? Nothing I'm doing at the moment is really working. I mean, I've got to go back to basics, which is pushing against it. And to a certain degree that has helped centre it a little bit. But I need to cone this. How am I supposed to cone it? Well, I can't even get it centered a little bit. Oh, it's getting worse. The clay is just controlling me. I've got nothing over it. And you see that when I go to cone it, it just goes crazy. Like all I'm doing is converting reasonably dry clay into wet clay. This is tiring. I'm just removing clay. Hands aren't wet enough, clearly. I feel like I'm in danger of potentially even breaking my wheel. It's almost completely out of control. I'm coning, but I'm so wobbly, and my hands are covered in so much clay. I may have started with 2.5 kilograms, but I'm not going to finish with it. We shaved half a kilo off already. Not only have I got a wobble, I've got an unevenness along the top as well. I mean, it's everything that could be wrong. You don't want to be anywhere near this when throwing. And it's so mucky. There's a lesson to people here. Don't throw 2.5 kilograms of clay. There's a limit. Oh, so goofy. That actually doesn't look too bad. That may have taken me forever. Looking at the counter on my video here, it's taken me 14 minutes to potentially get this to a stage where I might be able to throw it into a pot. There's still some concerns over a bit of a wobble in it, but my lord, that's humbled me. I think let's go for it. Everything's so much harder. I tell you what, I feel like I'm learning so much by working with clay of this weight. Really feeling and understanding clay doesn't come with the smaller sizes. And seeing how working with two hands together is so important. Just to get down and create a base. Genuinely putting all my effort in there just to get to a point where I can call it a base. I'm just losing so much clay. When you see people pull these things and do them in a couple of movements, wow, just wow. Right, here we go. I think. I'm definitely pulling up. It's just not having the most amount of effect. Slow it down a bit, slow it down. Loads of water, why not? I've got this unequal top, so you can see this wobble, and it's difficult because I'm going to trim that off at some point, and hopefully that will become easier to deal with. But at the moment I've got to just ignore it and just don't let it beat me. Right, I think I might trim the top now. See what happens. See if I can get rid of that as a problem. It's quite a lot of clay, but that'll hopefully make my life easier now. There's still a wobble, but it's not fighting me at the top so much. Let's bring in that rib. There's still so much clay in the actual base of this pot, and I need to remove more of it, and I don't just want to trim it out later. That's sort of lazy. Okay, somehow I seem to have salvaged this and made it into a pot. I just need to find a metal rib, and I'm now 36 minutes into this. This is something that you should be able to knock out in 5 minutes when you're good. I'm sure the Romans would have been knocking them out every few minutes. All that clay come off there. And now that is looking nice and smooth. Okay. I think a slightly wobbly rim, you're not going to notice that when it's not spinning. So let's hit it with a heat gun before I lose it. Yep, I'm happy with that. From that huge blob of clay that was absolutely impossibly difficult to work, I have learnt so much about where I put my hands, how much force I put in, and ultimately, gosh, I've achieved a pot. This would be absolutely suitable to do whatever with. So on my first attempt, I'm made up with that. I think there might be too much clay still in the base, so I may have a look at trimming that a little bit more tomorrow once it's gone a bit harder, just so that I can limit the chances of this exploding when it goes in the kiln. But actually the shape of it, the height of it, yeah, I mean, that is your standard kind of sized cooking pot. That's more than enough to feed your little family there. I'm well happy with that, and I hope you liked it too. If you did, give me a thumbs up, follow my channel, and see me progress on to bigger and better things.